Good morning, everyone. This morning we are going to emphasize an economic subject which is very vital and pivotal. Everywhere in the world, whenever you are going to launch a new business, new product, new service line, or whatever, you are not going to actually move into that particular direction haphazardly. But you are very much prepared. You are very much prepared in the sense of strategies, in the sense of planning, in the sense of marketing, in the sense of commercialization, in the sense of testing, in the sense of profit and margin, in the sense of volume and every single thing. Haphazard practice of business is all passé. It was about 100 years ago when you actually rent a place, buy the goods, buy low, sell high, and you start your business in the morning, and by the sun is down, your business is all done. Excuse me. Today business is different. Today business is more scientific. Today business is more sophisticated. Today's business is more customer profiled business. You have to understand the customer profile, the consumer profile. You have to understand the market factors. You have to understand the market mix. You have to understand the economic cycle of the nation. You have to understand inflation, deflation, stagflation. You have to understand EXIM. You have to understand GDP, GNP, GNH, GNC. I mean, every single thing you have to understand. The more you understand, the better successful businessman you are. Today is not money alone that can make you a businessman. You talk about Musk, or you talk about our own Indian Musk like Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, Tata, Birla, Bajaj. They don't have only money. There are millions of the people out there with tons of money, but they are not as successful a businessmen as these Mughals of the markets are. Why? Money is a common thing. Without money you cannot do the business, but if only money cannot actually do the business as well. You have to have absolutely neolithic, absolutely polymatic, absolutely lucrative ideas to do the business. Business are done based on ideas, not based on capital, not based on money that you have, not the base of money that you invest here and invest here, and you pick up some profit over here and pick up some losses over here. No, that is not the, we can say, the proper or defining definition of contemporary business. So now let's talk about that you are going to launch your new product in the market. There are at least 7 steps introduced by economist named Emerson. 7 steps at least you have to follow. Without following those 7 steps, you are absolutely redundant, absolutely nothing. And these 7 steps, according to Emerson, are: step number 1, ideas generation. First and foremost, you must have very lucrative, state-of-the-art shaking ideas to start your business. What kind of business should I go? How do I do this business? Where do I buy the raw material? How I can have finished products, people, white-collar people, blue-collar people, pink-collar people, fourth category people. Where is the market? What are the taxes? What are the, we can say, overheads? What would be the returns? What would be the margin and the values? If you don't have these kinds of very precise, very promulgated ideas, then you are not going to go into your product launching or product introduction or product development. So first and foremost, develop your ideas. Don't develop products, develop ideas. Point number two, ideas screening. Whatever the ideas actually are generated in your mind frame, you don't just develop on and you just don't adopt and don't just follow those ideas or abide by those ideas, but screen your ideas very minutely, very minutely, very gingerly, very carefully. You screen your ideas that you have been actually generating in your mind. Are those ideas which are going to help you or hinder you? These ideas must help you to develop your business, to promote your products, not hinder your product. Point number three, or step number three, is concept development and testing. Every businessman, even for the salt, is going to develop the concept. Concept of your business must be developed. It must be developed, it must be grounded properly, it must be thought about properly, it must be concentrated very deeply, very profoundly, and after due consideration and concentration, you are going to develop your concept of testing your product. Now is the time. Ideas are generated that this kind of product I'm going to launch in the market. Ideas are screened that my ideas are good, great, they are not going to defeat me and I'm not going to lose any penny out of my idea screening. Now is the time that you are actually heading towards third concept of development, and that is the testing of your product. You are going to actually launch your product in the market. People are going to test it. People are going to, for example, drive your product. People are going to definitely use and utilize your product, and the amount of gratification they are going to derive out of your product will actually force them or motivate them to buy your product. And that most important thing is at that time called P-DOC. P-DOC. P means priceability, D means durability, U means utility, Q means quality. If your product carries all these four factors, meaning lower priceability, higher durability, higher utility, higher quality, all right, you are the winner, you are the emperor of the market, you have nothing to worry about. Any kind of factors which are not going to hinder your product from the skyrocketing promotion. Point number four is market strategy. Now you are going to actually launch your product in the market for the customers. Now you have to convince your customer, clientele. You have to actually target your consumer profile to buy your product. So you must have absolutely state-of-the-art, absolutely cutting-edge market strategy to convince people, not cheat people, not deceive people, not swindle people, not lie people, but actually prepare the kind of strategy to convince people that they're going to buy your product, they're going to buy your service, and they're going to buy it repeatedly. Point number five, product development and a promotional strategy. Now you're moving on the fifth phase. In the fifth phase, product development and the promotional strategy. You're not going to keep your product in the same place in the market like stagnant product. No. Your product is sitting on the shelf and you're sitting outside of your shop waiting for the customer to come in and ask for the product by name and buy it. No. That is not product promotional strategy. But product promotional strategy is the strategy by which your clientele, your consumer profile is definitely going to chase after your product, and they are definitely going to ask for your product by name and repeatedly and continuously. They are going to use your product with greater utility, greater gratification, greater specification, and without any kind of at all doubt or suspicion about your products. P dark. P dark quality is the most important quality in every product that most of the businessmen, most of the developers don't even have become familiar with P dark. That is the lowest priceability. The cost must be lowest. Utility, durability, and the quality must be the top notch. Point number 6 is market testing. Now you are ready to launch your product in the market. You are going to stock your product everywhere in the market for the consumer to consume the market literally. They are definitely going to try. They are definitely going to buy it. They are definitely going to utilize it. They are definitely going to seek gratification out of that. They are definitely going to seek, ask, demand, even clamor for their money's worth. If you are going to spend, say for example, 20,000 rupees on Poco Mobile, they're definitely going to, definitely without any kind of shade of doubt, they are going to seek 20,000 rupees worth satisfaction, gratification, utilization, utility, every single thing, including quality, durability, out of the product that you are paying 20,000 rupees for. Point number 7 is market commercialization. Now this is the last phase, last leg of your product's journey. Your product started its journey from idea generation, now commercialization. Now your product is ready for the launch in the market. Your product is quite ready to get into the hands and laps of the consumers. Now your product is going to decide whether the consumers are going to keep buying me repeatedly or buy me only one time, and then after that they are going to drop me like hot potato. It is now time, and this time is the breaking point, you can say. Breaking point, making point, or breaking point. Either your product is going to be thrown out of the market for good, like a hot potato, or your product will be adopted, embraced, accepted for lifetime like a hot cake. So these are the 7 steps of your new product launching and developing in the market. So remember, business is not something haphazard, but business is absolutely positively precise scientific efforts, scientific endeavors by which we are definitely going to get our business a success saga. Thank you very much for listening. That's all the time we have. Talk again tomorrow. Until then, God bless everyone on this planet. Bye.